Mana watanishi? Belinga was very serious.
Poor ball, in fact. It was looping up, and the batter had a go at it, played it towards mid-wicket. but didn't set off quickly enough, and she was run out. Given out by umpire Alpha Ador. It's down here, from here. Yeah, when I put my finger on. Where is your guy? Wants me to do this job and need support. I need some pitch. Right, comes in again. Both floated that one up as well, but played much more carefully out to the offside, deep point. Picks it up, but no run. And again, pushing away. No, they think about a run, but there's not one there. That was it into the covers. And that was just a prod. Again, thinking about a run. And in T20, dot balls, as they're called, when there's no run scored, really cannot be easily afforded. Here we go again. That's up in the air, and it's played right down behind, just for a single. Picked up basically at fine leg, but had a push on it. So this will not be a maiden over, but it's been the first time a run has been scored for about 10 balls. That one just dropped in the slot and pushed out to the offside. It's the end of the over. 5 overs gone. That's a quarter of the innings, and the score is 9-2. This is Blizzards against Hurricanes. Blizzards batting. They were put into bat by Hurricanes, who made a sensational start by taking a wicket with the first ball of the first over. Now we've got a change of bowler too at this end. A quicker bowler is coming on. She's pacing out, marking out her run. No, why was there nobody here to say who these people are? What? No, he shouldn't be down there. He's meant to be up here. Where is he? I mean, dude, Dennis, this bowler, we have no idea. But Melamed, for God's sake, this thing, what the fuck is going on? Yeah, but it's sharp. So let's see. Patricia Malamatia coming in from the Ginger Road end. Pushed away on the offside. We are now into the 6th over of this, the first of the T20s between Blizzards and Hurricanes. And the game that was meant to have been played this morning had to be called off because the weather had been inclement. Now we've got sunshine this afternoon at Lugogo Oval. In comes Patricia Melamed again. That's up in the end. It's swung down backward just to short to long leg, just for a single. That was a poor ball, and it rather deserved more. They're now, Hurricanes are the Blizzards are into double figures. This is the 6th over. The monitor photographer is stationing himself strategically as Malabakir comes in again. That is a nice shot, played away to the leg side. They'll just take one, but the fielder had to run round to mid-wicket to pick it up and throw it. So we now go to 11. The score is 11 for 2. Malabakir again, running in. Right arm over, bowls into the slot. They take a one, push that towards mid-off. Took one, and they're going to get a running another as the overthrow. The wicketkeeper was impeded by a fielder, so they took two. And the score goes to 13. The sun is shining here at the Lugogo Oval. This morning there was a lot of rain, which necessitated the first game of the series to be called off. But we are glad to be able to put on a game in the afternoon. Marabou stalks circling. In comes Malabakir. No, she starts her run up. The batter walks away. This sometimes happens, and I think it's understandable at the moment because most of these young ladies have not played for some months. So they'll be somewhat rusty. Right, she runs in now. Right arm over again, and that's... Oh, but they're going to get a single. Got an edge, and it went down to third man. Into the wicketkeeper, one more run. Now, she's given us a leg by. A leg by, Adoa gives that as a leg by. That's 14 for 2. Malabakir, number 42. She comes in, bowls again. That's a full toss, and it's pushed just to mid-off, no run. And over. So that's 6 overs bowled, and the score is 14 for 2. Coming in. Same bowler as before from the Hesketh Bell Road end. That's the tennis court end. Hesketh Bell was the first governor of Uganda. Sometime near the beginning of probably towards the end of the 19th century. Now that is she pushes it. It's down to short long, and they take a single. Score up to 15. And bowls again. Looping sort of. And they take it, yes, misfield, and they've a very quick single, and they might get it. No overthrow there. These two appear to be settling in now. The score is 16 for 2. The monitor photographer is keeping a child entertained on the boundary ropes. Coming the right way. Right. Bowls, and it's cut down behind on the offside. They're running 2. No, they run only 1. So the score up to 17. across her and prodded forward, got an edge, ran down towards the slips, wicketkeeper picked up. Let's give it some air, and it's she's caught it. Caught and bowled. That's the last ball of it. 17 for 3. The bowler bowled for that. She was tossing it up progressively more through the over, and she picks it up. And I think that is over. The monitor photographer, Eddie Chico, has strategically positioned himself right in front of our press box here. He has a reputation for taking very, very good and active pictures of cricketers, a great deal of experience. Umpires Adoa and Afula conferring. I don't know, they seem to have some, no, they're just, is there a problem? No, there isn't. Afula marches away to take a position at what used to be called the square leg umpire. Square on the leg side, that's next. Another change with bowler. Malamakia has come off, and can we please have someone? No, no, we do not refer to them. It's meant to be up here. Who's bowling, please? Any idea? Who is bowling? Who is the bowler? There's no one. It's gone down the leg side. Wicketkeeper chasing after it. They just take one. Sorry, I want to see it. Where the hell is it? This is all background work that should have been done. To listeners, we have a problem here in the press box that the authorities that we have not provided us with anybody to tell us who in fact is playing. We have a list, but we have no numbers. A prod forward there for another dot ball. This is the 8th over, and the score is 18 for 3. Plays that one back to the bowler. Very short run. He seems to be really hungry. I know that with the
He's coming. Yes, yes.
Are you operating this?
Yeah, we operate as a chip. He's coming. It's just getting a fix.
Yeah, he's getting it. Okay.
Yeah. Once get the word, you want to do
Right. Now, two over and
Yes.
shot,
Yes.
shot. You both
Okay, sorted.
had a good and a big swing at it. And again, it's the first ball of an over. Because all three wickets, all four of these wickets, apart from the run out, have fallen off the first ball of the over. So this is the 10th. Rises slightly.
Yes.
It's played down, back down the pitch. This is the third ball of the over. Bowls and gone for it and misses and through to the keeper. That was a perhaps somewhat injudicious shot for somebody who's only been in for a couple of balls. But she's going to have to move things. Defensive eventually. She's looking to score. This is good bowling, tight bowling. Up again. And she's headed back and she's out. Caught and bowled. That was a cross-batted shot. It held up. I think she was into the stroke before the ball arrived. And she cross-batted it and back to the bowler. So that's the second caught and bowled of this innings. The score is now 20 for 5. And really, blizzards appear to be on the rack. It was an unhappy start for them when one of their openers was out of the first ball of the innings. 20 for 5 now in this, the 10th over of the innings. And it looks now as if Hurricanes might actually bowl blizzards out without completing their full allocation of 20 overs. She's taken guard. And bowling. Played very, very carefully. And it's over. So that was a maiden, what is known as a wicket maiden over. She got 2 wickets during that over. And the score is 20 for 5. And that is halfway through the Blizzard's innings. 10 overs bowled. That is only 2 runs per over, with half the side out. New over, and batter just leaves that to walk. It sort of just ran past the off stump. Going again, bowls up in the air high, and she's gone. She's caught. No. Not given. Appeal for a catch. Appeal for a run out. Neither successful. So she lives to fight another day. And she's actually doing the repair job on the stumps, the batter herself. That's not her job. It's an umpire's job. But there we are. Bowler comes in again. That is shorter and quicker, just prods forward. There's a lot of this prodding forward. Doesn't bring any runs, nor does it lead to a wicket. In again. That's a little bit more air. Pushed away into the covers. Think about a run, but they haven't taken one. A half-hearted shot there. There was a single in it, but they didn't think about it because mid-on had to move round almost square to pick that up. Next ball, up in the air, push it out into the cover, and they'll take a single. .21 for 5 now, and it's over. So that's 21 for 5 from 11 overs. Right, it's the same bowler as took the 2 wickets, the wicket maiden, the double wicket maiden in her last over, looking to capitalise on the way she's driven the batters into a shell. In she comes, bowls, tries a sweep, and she's given LBW. She a leg before wicket, she swept at it. It was a straight ball. She's back in the hutch. So that is now 21 for 6, and we are only into the 12th over. That was, strangely enough, the first ball of the over. There seems to be some curse that the first balls will bring a wicket. It's the four of the six wickets have fallen to the first ball of an over. Hurricanes have got their tails up. They're looking happy. Glad to be out there after a morning of rain-affected here at Lugogo Oval. Huh? Yes, this is the first game. Too much. Yeah, it was too wet this morning. Sorry, I'm on live. We didn't do any of these tales. Nobody has come up to tell us. It was meant to be done. It's the fault actually of these guys. Yes. Yes. Well, they've not played nonsense. This girl has got her bag of wickets. She's got 4. Have a look at this though, Davis. This my piece this morning that I sent out to. Wishful thinking, you may think. Right, and leave it. Change of field here. New batter coming in. Tall girl, left-handed. So hence the change of field. Taking her guard from umpire Adoa, but the bowler is not going to bowl round, she's still going to bowl over. Right. The umpire is being very careful about her guard being accurate. In comes the bowler. So it keeps that low, it's pushed away to the offside, thinks about a run, backward of square on the offside, back to the keeper, no run. Yeah, just the two. In again. And up in the air, and it's going to be caught. It isn't going to be caught. It's running towards the boundary. She's going to stop it. They're running two. That was a possible catch. But they've run. This is the first time they've scored two for absolutely ages. So they get a 2. And the score moves to 23 for 5. Bowls again. Yes, that was pushed away on the onside nicely, just gently. Don't worry about it. You know, they've not played for so long. I think they've... Sorry? Oh, right, this batter. You mean the left-hander? Yeah, but she's only faced about 4 balls, but she does look... Yeah, she looks at ease. 24. They lost a wicket off the first ball. I think that was really the problem. 24 for 5 now. Pushed away on the onside. They're thinking about a run, no run taken. 24 for 6, rather. Now again, bowls. That's on the leg side, and it's hit. It is pushed right down, and that is the first 4 of the game. Deep square leg. They have a chance. 4 runs. 28 for 6. And that's the end of the 12th over. The score 28 for 6. We've got a young there's a young chap here saying he could have done that. Now, Hurricanes will have to rethink. There were more runs taken off that over than had been taken off the previous 4. 28 for 6. Captain Immaculate Nachisui is reorganizing the field. We have below the press box here, we have a former captain of the Uganda national side, Davis Karashani, known for having taken one of the most spectacular catches ever here at Lugogo Oval in the summer of 2011 against Namibia in the deep. Now we have the left-handed batter again. She's studying the field quite carefully. Right, in comes the bowler. There's quickish, bowls it. And she plays it very easily, gets on top of it, pushes it back up the pitch. Right. And another photographer here, very good photographer, just pushed the ball, pushed it on the outside. This batter looks more confident than anyone up till now. Though she's batting down at number 8. And I think she looks as if she could really give it a good welly if need be. And that will have to happen because the score is still very low. She gives it a push and it drives it through the covers. They're going to get 2 there. Come on, they're going to have to run it. Ah, dear, dear, dear. There was 2 there. And she's run out. The one who was wanting to take 2, that was a very foolish. It was the fault really of the one who was played the scoring shot. There were 2 in that. There was easily 2 in that. And another wicket falls. So it's 29. They took the first. And it's 29 for 7. This is actually a poor batting performance by Blizzards. Some very elementary errors being made. And a score of 29-7 is nothing to be proud of. In comes the 9th batter. That's 2 run-outs, and both of them avoidable. This is batsman number 9 coming in. And the score at 29 for 7. No, I need, yeah, it's Michael. You can fly it. Make it. Thanks, David. Written with a great deal of optimism at about 7 o'clock this morning. During the interval, we will be running a small quiz about these cricket matches that are taking place, because on them quite a lot could hinge. So the new batter, she's taken her guard, 29 for 7. Bowling coming in, up in the air, and she's bowled. So this bowler on a hat trick. No, she won't be because it was run out. So that was a shot that is very difficult to describe. So it's 29 for 8 now, and this really is a very poor show by Blizzards. They're better than this, even if they've been in the hutch for the last eight months. Kevin Awino must be very disappointed by her team. On the face of it, they looked a good side, but Hurricanes have really had the bit between their teeth right from the go. 29 for 8 still in only the 13th over. But it's good to see the photographers here. They'll get some action. The number 10 batter is taking her time coming in. Actually, for T20, you are meant to be very much quicker than this. The score 29 for 8 in the 13th over. So this is batter number 10. It means there's only one more person to come in. Bowler running in. No, taking guard. Amparatula has given guard. This is very good experience for her as in her mid-20s. In comes the bowler. Bowls it. It's down the leg side. A wide ball is given. She failed to make contact. So that does take the score to 30. And there'll be an extra ball on this over. That was a ball that really needed to be swung away. In she comes, bowls, that's good, prods it. They're running one. She's getting in there. She's in. 31. And it's a leg by. A leg by down the leg side. Umpire Athula taps her knee to signify a leg by. .31, I think, no, 30. 30 fade. The left-hander now facing. She gives it a just pushes to the offside. It's the end of the over, and the score 31 for 8. And 13 overs bowled. These two will have to stay in. They've got 7 overs to go. It's a decision time, really. The score is very low. They need runs. They should hope that they're going to get at least 50, but there's only 2 wickets left. And we're back on with the bowler who got all the bag of wickets earlier on. Slow right arm over the wicket. Bowling to the number 10. She's taken guard, given by umpire Alpha Adoa. Comes in and bowls, just a push away on the offside, straight to a fielder. No run. Comes in to bowl again. And it's up in the air, and it's a slog, and she's caught. She's caught at short cover, straight into the hands. Nice catch, and 9 wickets are down for 31. What we call this sort of game, I think, is usually, well, we'll see what the Hurricanes do. 31 for 9. And it's going to be the last man in, or last woman in. 31 for 9. We have the regular players here laughing rather at the plight of blizzards. We're only into the 14th over. It's 31 runs for 9 wickets. So just one wicket to go. We apologize to listeners that we have been unable to put names to half these players, but the support system that was meant to be provided has not materialized. We are doing our best. Now she's got 5 wickets, this girl, I think. She's bowled nothing. It's 31 for 9 as the last. And we're into the 14th over, so there's still 6 overs technically remaining after this one for this innings. Right, she's facing up now and bowls. That's in the air, and it prods it. They're going to run one. They're looking at it. It goes down to what used to be called long stop. Back to the keeper, and they've taken a run. So she got an edge on that, probably a little surprised. 32 for 9. Keeper Nyende, a bit cross with herself for letting that one go. Now to the left-hander. Field changes. They say they wake up and changing over. .32 for 9. Bowls again up in the, has a great, and falls over. She was looking quite elegant initially, but that was a most inelegant shot. Fell over. She hurt herself. Umpire comes over to see that she's all right, puts the bails back on the sticks. Bowls. That's a flatter one, drives it down to long on, coming in, but they just take a single. 33 for 9. Number 11 batter facing again. That's pushes it down, back on the leg side. Wicketkeeper's runs round, they take 1. A wide ball as well, so it's 35 for 9. Wide given. 34 for 9. She didn't play it. So bowling to the left-hander again. Bowls. And it's up and it's down to deep mid-off. Just running the 1. And that's over. And it's 35 for 9. This could be one of those great last wicket partnerships. They've got 6 overs still to bat. These things have happened before. I once was myself partner in a score of 43 for 9, taking it up to 78 all out and winning a match, bowling the other side out for 75. It took us the last pair in for 55 minutes. In comes the bowler. She bowls, it's very wide on the offside, and it's smitten, but in the air, but just to mid-off. They take a single. 36 for 9 now.
Innocent.
Right, batter facing. She's crouching. It's the number 11. Bowling coming in, 36 for 9. Pushes it back and the bowler moves across to collect. No run. 36 for 9. In again. And pushing it way through the covers. I think they're going to try to take 2. No, they're not. They just take the 1. Thrown to the bowler's end. 37 for 9. Masali, is he here? Where's take a look at that, would you? Done before we watch this game. 37 for 9. And it's a wide ball, so the score moves up to 38. 38 for 9, and this is the 15th over. $38 for 9. Forget it. Bowls again. Left-hander pushing away, pushing it out on the offside. There really isn't room for shots like that. 38 for 9 now. And bowls, and it's high, and he swung it to the, well, great bit of fielding, and she's run out, and it's 38 all out. The third run out. So there will be a short break now, and Hurricanes need 39 runs to win from their 20 overs, something which really should not be too difficult for them. There was a 5-wicket haul there. Could someone take this, please? Can I have a rest? Of the first of the T20 Uganda Women's Elite League matches between Blizzards, captained by national captain Kevin Owino, and Hurricanes, captained by Immaculate Nachisui. Hurricanes have just bowled out Blizzards for 38 runs and so need 39 to win, and they have the whole of 20 overs in which to do it. A very disappointing performance from Blizzards, but some good bowling by Hurricanes, with one bowler, I think, getting 5 wickets. We will confirm that with you as soon as we are able. There is some communications problem here. We're phoning you. We're talking to you from the press box, and the score box is right over the other side of the ground against the tennis courts. But we are not provided with sufficient information. This is something that we will have to rectify. It's all part of teething problems, I think. But there's a reluctance on the part of some of those in authority. Now, blizzards are together. How are they going to hold hurricanes down? We have a little quiz for you. We ask 5 questions about this, the aim of this December 11th to 13th women's cricket tournament at Lugogo Oval. And you can take a note if you wish. We have to ask whether it's a knockabout, or a trophy with prizes, or game time for the players, and they badly need that, or trials for the national team squad, or perhaps more importantly, a place at the 2022 Commonwealth Games, T20 women, and it is only women who are playing at those games, at Edgbaston, Birmingham, England, in 20 months' time. Your views will be interestingly accepted. The blizzards are now out in the field, wondering how on earth they're going to restrict hurricanes to a score of 37 or below. It was a poor show by blizzards. They showed right from the start with a shot, not really a first ball shot, that got a wicket. So the hurricanes are the happy ones at the moment. Lawrence, this is inadequate. Absolutely inadequate. I need somebody here to tell me who these players are. Not somebody down there, no, somebody here. It's not Masali's job. It is one of the players. They have a spare player. There must be a spare player who can come up here and say who is bowling and who is batting. There's a girl who got 5 wickets. I have no idea who she is. Yeah, that should have been done before the whole game began. It's not your fault. It's just the administration. No, it's not Masali's job to do that. It's the job of the player of the batting side to provide someone to say who is it. If Masali wants to do it, that's fine. But I mean, it's... there's a girl who got 5 wickets. We have no idea who she is. In reference to the Commonwealth Games in 2022, the England qualify as hosts, and then there will be places 2 to 7 out of an 8 places will be the next 1 to 6 ranked teams, and leaving 1 place up for grabs. And the hope is that that place will be for Uganda. It will be up to our players to show considerable ability. In fact, a vast improvement on the first innings of blizzards this afternoon. But there's always a start, and most of these guys have not played for many, many months, and so they come out of COVID somehow cold. The umpires are now coming out. Dennis, is there someone who can come and tell us who is playing, who got those 5 wickets, for instance? It would be in the scoreboard. They must have somebody down there who knows who these players are.
Are you checking the live scoring?
Sorry?
Are you checking the live score?
I'm just commentating.
No, the live scores you can check.
Yeah, I haven't got a phone, my friend. Everything got stolen.
Okay, let me check the live score.
Yeah.
Microphone in the live. Here once.
Sorry? Right, out come the fielders are out now. The umpires are out. The two opening batters for Hurricanes are coming out. What I think we will do is stay as we are this afternoon, and when things begin tomorrow, we hope to have things in place so that there is sufficient information from the commentary. I apologize from the commentator's box for lack of information. The Hurricanes are wearing yellow, and rather appropriately, I'm afraid that the Blizzards are wearing grey. Sarah Wazala bowling. Wazala. Who is it? Or Walaza, whatever her name is. It's the one who was left-handed, isn't it?
Is it microphone?
Sorry? I don't know. These guys are just not helping me at all. They're onto your thing. They're doing their thing. I don't know where this Lawrence is. He's meant to be coordinating the whole thing. Just doing smoking cigarettes. Yes. Income. No, she's practicing her run-up. This is the not. She was the not-out batsman. Left-hander, but bowls right arm.
Teddy Ayala is on a good 4 wickets.
Who?
Teddy Ayala.
Oh, Teddy Ayala.
Good 4 wickets.
Got 4 wickets. Oh, Teddy Ayala, the one with the hairband. 4 wickets for Ayala. Thank you. Oh, nobody else. There were 3 run-outs, so 4 wickets for her. Oh, quite well actually, but.
The bowler is Irene Alumo.
Sorry?
Irene Alumo.
Alumo. The bowler is Irene Alumo. She batted left-handed, but bowls right arm over. The batter is batter number 1. See, there's a real problem.
Opening for Aziz Damani Hurricanes. It's Hurricanes. Aziz Damani Hurricanes.
No, Hurricanes, not Aziz Damani. They're not in it. No, maybe it says that, but they're not.
Aziz Damani Hurricanes is Richardson on Shakira Sadiq. And bowling for the challengers
It's not challengers.
is the Blizzards.
Gundi, Dennis.
That's been the right spot. But anyhow, I won't. They take a run. First run of the innings. Was it a run? No, it was not a run. But at least the innings did not start with a wicket, as Blizzards did. In she comes again. Bowles quite quick on the offside, just cutting through outside the off stump. There's a slip in, one slip, and the wicketkeeper. Field otherwise spread. An awkward action, and oh dear, it was a short, long hop. It's a wide ball down the leg side. The batter missed it. A very good chance to open the scoring there. 1 run for the wide. Yeah, 39 runs needed, 38 now needed for victory. It's still the first over. In she comes. To awkward run up and fly it behind on the offside, behind point to deep point, picks up, they take a run. Slightly in the air, but a controlled shot. Dennis, do you want to do this? Do you want to do commentary? Or are you happy? I mean, I'm happy for now, but when it comes to these names, it actually is very difficult.
Shakira Sadiq on strike. Shakira plays for Wanderers Cricket Club. She's actually the captain. Wanderers got promoted to the top flight last season. Very good ball from Irene Alumo. There was size from behind the stumps. Probably Shakira has survived. Like Colin has emphasized, the girls have spent close to a year without any cricket action. It is very good to see that most of them are actually getting the ball straight down the wicket and not straying either side of the wicket. Another swing and miss from Shakira. I'm sure if she had been playing some cricket, she would be able to get those in the middle of the bat. But at this stage, it looks like a swing and miss session. Her partner, Rachel Ontono, an explosive batsman at the top of the order. I'm sure that's why the captain sent her. They have to chase small total. They have to deal with a small issue of 40 runs. But it may not be that easy. Another swing and miss. 3 dots in a row. But if you need only 2 runs every over, I don't think they create any pressure. The girls just need to buckle down and get some runs. Very slow outfield, so meaning scoring boundaries is also difficult. You have to run hard between the wickets. Colin, who do you fancy to win this game?
At the moment, it has to be Hurricanes. They seem to be in the driving seat right from the beginning when they took a wicket off the very first ball of the game. It was a fortunate one, but it went into the sky and it was held. I think Hurricanes are there for the take. Blizzards are there now for the taking. Let us see how things progress from here.
Brilliant stuff. That's the voice of Colin Macbeth. Big love of women's cricket and a supporter. Alvin says that he's liking the commentary. He likens it to Geoffrey Boycott on Test Match Special on the BBC. You know, are you related to Geoffrey Boycott, Colin?
No, I'm not a Yorkshireman, I'm glad to say. I'm related closer to the late Christopher Martin Jenkins, the man who took his phone, he had his mobile phone when in fact he had the television machine. He took it to the ground in West Indies once and wondered why he couldn't make a call. He had the remote and he thought it was his phone.
Interesting stuff. Bowling from the Shell End Road is bowling from the Shell End Road is the leggy Stephanie Nampina. Yes. Stephanie Nampina, one of the youngest players to ever win the Female Cricket of the Year award. She actually took the award because the awards are sponsored by Now Special. She had to attend a special occasion on her own where only water is available. But a very good bowler. Sarah Walaza gets down to stop it. In some effort, Sarah sporting some trendy hair, yellow and black, just like the athlete from Nigeria, Blessing. But Stephanie is a very, very good leg spinner. Once she gets it right in the middle with some good turn on it, she should be able to pick up a wicket. But normally, as gives the bad ball, the chase is on. It's being able to cuts off the run. They can only get two. With the quality and class of Rachel, we'd expect her to put that away comfortably. Some wise words from Kevin Awino to Stephanie to try and just pitch up a ball. I can guarantee you once Stephanie pitches up that ball, the most obvious of results is a wicket. The Hurricanes camp must be relying on Rachel to see them win this first game. She is the kind of player who can take away a game very fast. But like we saw in the first inning, the ladies, even if they got only 40, they spent some time on the wicket, even if they were not scoring very many runs. So I think they need to be wise and try and hit gaps. A wide ball missed by the keeper, Kevin. Jennifer Nabwana cuts it off. They can only make one run. Stephanie struggling with her leg spin, but I'm sure she'll get it right. Yeah, the score right now is 5 for no loss. 7 for no loss. Small issue of 33 runs to win. Oh. This game is only 14. The Hurricanes need 35 runs from 110 balls. Not a tough ask. Not impossible. Good shot by Shakira. They take a single. No need for risking. They have a lot of balls in this game. What do you think, Colin, led to those runouts?
Yeah, well, most of them were foolish. Thinking there were runs where there weren't runs, and just getting in a muddle. A sign of rustiness, I think.
Eight runs after 2 overs. Irene Alumo, one of those talents out of the Teso region, grown by the Soroti Cricket Academy. I'm sure her coach is very proud of her, Ivan Kakande, who's also the coach of the Blizzards. Very good height, and she is dotting. She's putting the ball in the right areas. Finally, Shakira gets some bat onto it, but Irene is asking questions of Shakira. It's more or less a case of miss. If you miss, I hit. That is very good stuff from the youngster. Big future for some of the girls in this tournament, considering that some of the senior players are not available. It is an opportunity for them to show what they can do. The likes of Irene Arumo, Sarah Walaza, Leona Babirie, Brenda Navisalu, all of them have an opportunity to show the coaches what they can do. There's a lot of work for Irene. Has changed her bowling from right arm over to right arm round. Maybe she's trying to do away with the wides. Shot, a very good cut through point by Shakira. Not very quick between the wickets. They choose to only take 1 run, but there's no need for them to risk too much. You feel that Irene has changed her angle, and that puts her in a difficult position because anything she drops outside of stump, the girls are able to pounce on it.
Again from round the wicket, Both and a good drive, and they're going to take one. There was hesitation by Shakira. No, she's in. One run. Driven by Rachel and Tono. Straight and away for a run straight away. Her partner must wake up. When there's a run there and she calls yes, you go. You don't sit around, look about. The score now 11 for no run, for no wicket. Hurricanes are now in control, I would say. And this is just the third over of an innings which they can take their time. It comes again now. There's a shortish ball, just gets behind it, not much footwork. And it's a dot ball. Still 11 for no wicket. If I can read, yes, 11 for no wicket. We have with us Dennis Masali giving the other commentary. He knows these players well. I, as a commentator, I've been away for 3 years. That was a dot ball. Reference has been made that I sound like Geoffrey Boycott, but Geoffrey Boycott was brought up in Yorkshire, and although I worked there and once saw Samuel Asimbi play there in 1975, I'm not a Yorkshireman. Nice ball, but driven beautifully, wide to deep wide, mid-off. They're going to run two, close to the boundary, but it's very, very slow out there. No way the ball was going to run, but they take a two there. And it's the end of the over, and the score is... It's scoreboard? 14 or 15? Can you see it? I just can't see the scoreboard these days.
End of the third over, and some very good batting from Shakira Sadiq, who plays for Wanderers Cricket Club. She's a lot of potential in her. She's just taken some time to have an opportunity to break into the team. The score now is 13 for no loss. The Hurricanes taking their time, sort of playing with their prey before they can deliver it. Sarah Walaza bowling from the Shell End Road, replacing Stefani Nampina. Small total, there's no need of dwelling on only one bowler. You can give everyone an opportunity to bowl. Sarah, very good bowler, made her debut for the Lady Cricket Cranes in Zimbabwe last year, and also featured for the Under-19 team that defeated Tanzania in a series in January this year. She can do better than that. The kind of Sarah we know, she's faster, but I guess the lockdown has had an effect on everyone. She doesn't seem to be very fast. Rachel Ntono, we know Rachel loves to hit the ball, struggling a little bit with the slow stuff, but she likes the ball coming to her bat, and she doesn't waste a lot of time when she's on the crease. There she goes. That's more like Rachel Ntono. Picks out cow corner beautifully and dumps Sarah Walaza down there
The other side only scored
into this is a one boundary for the Hurricanes, but that is more like Rachel. Probably she was not very happy with that ball that hit her on the thigh. Started to take some revenge on Sarah Walaza. Walaza, of course, is junior to Rachel Ntono. She must have thought I need to teach her a lesson. And she was able to pick up that ball. Kevin still playing with an attacking field. She has not bothered to defend, considering they have a small total. Probably they are thinking once we get wickets, we can put some more pressure on the lower order. Another good shot. Hits one straight down the middle. They take only 2. But Stephanie Nampina didn't seem very interested in chasing the ball. Maybe she thought it would run away for 4. Until it stopped in its tracks. The fans still can't be here because of COVID, but you can watch the cricket on Deep End Sports YouTube channel. Big effort from them to make this, to get this going, and of course the partners, Pepsi, Lato Milk, who have been able to come through and give the girls something, so that they also enjoy some cricket. And some more work by Budo Cricket Club, who have come through to offer a token, a cash token to the best players at the end of this tournament. A big effort from Mr. Abu Mayanja and his team there. They are real supporters of the girl child. Irene Alumo continues from the Ginger Road end. She's been dotting well. A lot of new girls on the scene, so you forgive us once we get some of the names wrong. But a lot of new and young, exciting talent that's coming out of Uganda cricket. There is no lack of talent for sure. When you see what these girls can do. There are opportunities next year for the ladies to qualify for the 2022 Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. And also the under-19 girls will be trying to qualify for their first ever under-19 World Cup. Tucked into mid square leg, and they pick up a single. Very good batting from Shakira and Rachel. They are not only going for the big ones, but they're also picking up the singles. And also the senior lady cricket cranes team will be trying to qualify for the Women's T20 World Cup. So a lot of stuff coming up for the girls. And these are very young girls, but exciting young girls, I'll tell you. A very good ball from Irene. I don't know why she changed and chose to bowl from right arm round. I think it had taken something out of her bowling. But now she seems to have gotten it together. She was doing well when she was bowling from over the wicket. Colin, what do you think about the progress of the ladies' cricket over the years?
Well, in 2017, there was a heyday when we won. Ball just passes on the offside. When we were best in Africa, as the headline in the Monitor put it. That meant the best in Africa apart from South Africa. But it was a great achievement, and we came home rejoicing. What happened in the Netherlands the following year was a wee bit disappointing, and there were certain incidences that didn't gel quite for us. But we're coming back. We're building back, and the chances are there. In 20 months' time, the Commonwealth Games could well be a good springboard for us.
Encouraging words from someone who's familiar with Birmingham. Rachel Ntono pulls that for a single. Rachel Ntono still shows that she still has it. Recently employed by Uganda Cricket as an administrator. It's good that the office is able to give her a chance to play as well as do some work for herself and grow professionally. Franklin Najumba, the Women's Development Officer, is standing somewhere in Gully all having a go around, and it's good stuff that the office has been able to give them an opportunity to come and play the game they like so much. "21 runs. We're halfway stage already."
I'll talk about Birmingham if you want. It's of interest, the Birmingham connection, if in fact we get to go there, and I'm sure we will, because the first time that Samuel Asimbi and John Uganda turned out for Eastern Central Africa in the first ever World Cup was against New Zealand at Edgbaston in Birmingham. They then went and played the Indians at Headingley. This is all way back in 1975, and then returned to Edgbaston and played England there and lost pretty heavily, but there's a wonderful group photograph of them all. Alas, half of them have passed on now, but Sam is still alive, and John Legenda too. Sam's lost quite a lot of his hair, but he's still around, and he coaches, as I believe, the Club Wanderers.
Everyone knows the legend Sam Olusimbi. Very, very good man. Starts off with wide. That her captain and also her boss on the Lady Cricket Crane side could not pick up. Kevin showing signs of rust, but she's a far much better wicketkeeper than that. She's absolute class when she's on top of her game. But I guess wicket-keeping is a hard craft if you've taken 8 months without playing. I speak from experience. Shakira and Rachel Antono taking another wide. Another wide ball. Some freebies from Janet Mbawaz to start off. 4 free runs. Very expensive for the challengers. They can't afford it right now. They are desperate for some wickets. Even another good shot by Rachel Antono. Very good friend to Janet Mbawaz. But they will have that conversation after the game. The end is very near. They're a few runs away from the win. And a very, very a thumping win. If they are to get there by the Hurricanes.
Actually, this Saget was meant to be playing for the other team, I think. She was swapped across. I'm not too sure about that. It was somebody got swapped across. Here she comes. And then Janet. Oh!
Brilliant stuff from Deep End Sports to get this going. And we thank them a lot. Peter, Timothy and team doing an amazing job to bring you this cricket right wherever you are. I'm sure the girls, especially those that have made the trip from Soroti, their friends back home can be able to watch them in action. Shakira on 5 runs doing the supporting role, 5 runs of 13, and Rachel Antono the aggressor with the 15 of 19 balls. Another wide ball. Janet is struggling, and she's been a bit expensive for her team. It might end in tears in her over. But we've moved. I remember the first cricket games that we watched when the girls used to bowl so many wides. They would cry. But now the game has advanced and these girls have developed. They have some character within themselves to know that you win some, you lose some. Or like they say, stuff happens. So
umpire Sharon Athula once bowled, she hate to be reminded of this, but 7 wides in a row, playing for Kololo against Ginger SSS in the final of the Girls' Championship in 2010.
That's how far we've come. It's not a throwback Thursday, more or less a fresh Black Friday. But we've come a long way in this ladies' game. Coach Ivan Kakande out of his seat and on the touchline. Put down, dropped, goes straight through the hands of Sarah Walaz at long off. There's no indication from the umpire if it was a boundary. I think it was a 4 because the batsman in the middle, actually, if there wasn't a 4, he'd have had a run-out opportunity, but they went for a brief mid-wicket session. A few more runs to win. And like I said, Brenda does a very poor backup. Very poor backup, but they choose not to take a single off the poor throw. The challengers don't look like a well-oiled machine. Maybe it's just a first game. There's no need of looking so much into it. But they will need to.
Blizzards being blizzard.
They will need to.
Blizzarded.
They will need to regroup very fast because tomorrow morning
Score, please.
they will be here again to face
Have you got the score, the actual score?
the Blizzards.
Have you got the actual score, please? Sorry, Dennis, have you got the score? Just go, what score? What does it say up there? You got the scoreboard? It's what? It's very expensive over. What is the score?
Franklin Najumba going to bowl from the shell. Going to bowl 35 runs. Only 5 runs needed in 84 balls for the victory. Yeah. Rechonton on 20 of 23 balls. And Shakira has contributed 5 of those, meaning the other 10 runs have come in extras. Interesting tactic from the challengers. They choose to defend and spread the field when they have actually very few runs left to win the game. An expensive over from Janet Mbabazi. She went for 14. Wide again. Rachel Ontono is on to it. These two are colleagues in office. Very good effort from at fine leg. Gives them only 2 runs. Now it's only 3 runs to win.
Very short run compared to how she used to bowl. Catching up.
The Hurricanes have not lost a wicket. They have Evelyn Anyipo, Christina Nayo, Teddy Alena, Claire Mukshakamba, Janet Nachiranda. Pushed into covers. Shakira is slow to get off her bat. She has had tendencies of ball watching. Usually when her partner takes off, she's not ready or she's not in position to take a quick single. 2 runs to win. Immaculate Nakisuyi, Patricia Malemikia, and Konsi Aweko for the Hurricanes.
Nice. Soft hands there. Dropped nicely.
Good batting from Shakira. It's good to see her playing again.
Antonio's getting the runs, but Shakira is...
I'm sure the team and ladies cricket has missed a character like her. The last of her kind must have been Mary Nalule, who's no longer in the country. But Nalule was a kind, very fun and exciting, but also small in size, but very, very aggressive. They had small, but with the heart of a lion. I hope Shakira can be given an opportunity to play longer with the team. Good over from Franklin. Gives away only 3 runs. 2 more runs required. I guess the Blizzards are just delaying the inevitable.
Little Mary Nalule was one of the 3 defectors in Netherlands when they went to play in 2018. One dreads to think what they are doing at the moment. Dishwashing in cold weather, I would imagine. But it's a shame. It would be good to see them here.
True that. Lost to Uganda cricket. But nonetheless, some of the exciting, the talent continues to. Janet gets a second over. Despite going for 14 in her first over. Very good shot from Rachel Ntono. Rachel, an exciting cricketer. She single-handedly dominated a cricket week for her school when she was still at St. James. And then she could bowl and bat. Now she's typically a batsman, but she's an amazing batsman. And that's the winning runs for you. Shakira puts the ball through covers. And that's the game for the Hurricanes. There's something about that yellow and Damani. They just can never stop winning. Brilliant stuff from the Hurricanes. And a top job from their coach. Yusuf Nanga, who will be happy they've been able to pick up the win. Well done to the Hurricanes. Tough luck to the challengers. They will need to regroup so that tomorrow they can be able to pick up a win. Well done to Deepen team that have been able to bring this live stream to you. The UCA partners, Pepsi, Lato Milk, Aziz Damani, Metro Tires, Budo Cricket Club, Bankstown Cricket, who have given the umpires those beautiful shots. We'll be here again tomorrow morning. First game, 9:30 a.m. Hopefully the weather can allow. But that's the game tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. And then the second game at 1:30 in the afternoon. Big win for the Hurricanes. They send a statement winning by 10 wickets against the Blizzards. The Blizzards will need to find some of their mojo tomorrow for a better game. Colin, what do you think about today's game?
Sad in a way that it was such an easy win for Hurricanes, but it will give national captain Kevin Owino some food for thought. She wasn't up against her actual opposite captain. Immaculate Nachisui took over. Naomi Kayondo is actually listed as captain of the Hurricane side. The Blizzards have been blizzarded and they will have to regroup. But we'll all be back here tomorrow morning. Let's hope the sun shines, unlike this morning. It's a great time for cricket in Uganda, that it is back on song, both with the men and the women now. And for the last word, I'll hand you back to Dennis Masali, one of cricket's great impresarios.
I'm flattered, very flattered by Colin. But very good. They like we saw in the men's elite league, the cricket took some time to pick up. But the quality will definitely improve. And the ladies should be better tomorrow. Yusuf Nanga, the coach of the Hurricanes, talking to his girls. I'm sure I don't know if he has anything much to say because they've won by 10 wickets. The harder job will be for Ivan Kakande and his team, who have been, I think they lost the game in the batting. They didn't put up a challenge enough. You feel that if they had scored about 80 runs, it could have been a game on. It could have been game on, but they didn't score those many runs. So we wait and see what will happen tomorrow. Stay with. Please follow Deep End. Subscribe to the channel. Tomorrow the game will be live from 9:30 a.m. The first game and the second game will be will happen at 1:30 p.m. Thank you for following, and take care of yourselves. We'll see you tomorrow.